well, is that okay? But Dick wanted to be featured. I just want to let you know that right now. He wanted to be featured, and he is going to be the feature tonight. I'm just going to be the MC. And my job as the MC is to simply come out, establish rapport with the audience, and be funny simultaneously. Okay? Now, sir, you're giving me that look like I don't believe the Negro can do it. Yeah. I got me a Negro too. Julio, is it Julio? This is a Negro I have here. In Spanish, it means black. I guess I should tell you a little bit about myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Manny Mann. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Right on, Philly. Yeah. I drove down from Philadelphia because I'm afraid to fly. Now, is anyone else here afraid to fly? I mean, get on a plane. Well, some of you look a little spaced out right now. Yeah, I drive a lot. Now, if anyone drive a lot, like I do, and you're driving any time through the state of South Carolina, I have a tip for you. Be careful. Now, it's true. You ever drive and you see on the side of the road a sign that says caution, unmarked cars patrolling? I get pulled over in South Carolina by an unmarked car with New Jersey tags. Made me pay right on the spot. Cash. You know, I didn't even know they had Puerto Rican cops in South Carolina. Julio Cesar Chavez Cruz gave me a citation. And I knew the guy wasn't legitimate because, well, he took pesos. If somebody got a gun, I don't argue with them. Yeah, I had a bad trip all the way down. After I left South Carolina, my car broke down in Savannah, Georgia. Oh, yeah. Anyone here familiar with Savannah? Well, you can attest to this, but for those of you who are not familiar with Savannah, Savannah happens to be one of those cities in the South that still remain in the Southern tradition. Yeah, for example, they still have those little black jockeys standing on the front lawns holding the lantern. Yeah, but not the statue. As a matter of fact, one of the big tourist attractions around Savannah is the changing of the jocks. Now, I know some of you are going to rush out and play next vacation there. I have a tip for you if you go there. Don't go to the first bank in Georgia and try and cash a check. Now, they're still using Confederate money. I mean, it'll spin, but the only thing you can buy with it is like a red pickup truck with a gun rack, blue ribbon beer, and white sheets. That's right, you can't even get colored sheets for that. Da-da-da. Here we go. I work clubs all over the country. I used to tour, if some of you old enough to remember, I used to tour with the Marshall Tucker Band. Anybody remember Marshall Tucker? And we work clubs pretty much like this, you know, your basic whites. Yeah. And they were pretty cool too. That is until we worked this club in Selma, Alabama. You know, my tough crowd. The name of the club was The South Will Rise Again. Maybe. There were so many rednecks in there, I know whether or not it was a Ku Klux Klan rally or Jeff Foxworthy's house. I know I was in trouble when I walked through the front door. The guy standing there taking the money had a t-shirt on that read, Hitler was framed. OJ did it. So while I was there, I took all precautionary measures. As you very well know, my name is Manny Mann, but down there, them introduced me as boy, oh boy. But everything is cool now because I'm now here in the warm confines of the liberal South, Longwood, Florida. You know, Orlando and Philadelphia. Well, I didn't know it was that funny. It was not that liberal, huh? Orlando and Philadelphia has a lot in common, and I didn't realize that until today. I mean, for example, earlier today, I was walking down on the South Orange Blossom Trail. Oh, I was doing a little sightseeing, a little shopping. I got held up by a sissy. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, after you took my money, I had the nerve to pinch me on my rib. And if I had my pocketbook, I'd have beat the snot out of me. Because I had a bad day already. Yeah. Earlier, last night, Pete and I was over on the West Coast, working over in Tampa, driving back on I-4, got stopped by the Polk County Sheriff. Oh, yeah. Now, I know this is hard for some of y'all to believe because, well, I'm still in one piece. See, people think when brothers get stopped by the police, they become belligerent. My fault to the cops, not me. Because as soon as I see those blue lights flashing, I pull over to the side, I jump out, lean up against my car, spread my legs, drop my drawers, and by the time the cops make it over to my car, I'm beating my own damn self upside the head. I know the system, baby. Not gonna trick me. See, when I die, I want to go because God called me. Not because I got some trigger-happy cop nervous, or gotten careless like up in funky Harlem, or North Philadelphia where I'm from, or I think down here y'all call it a popka.
There's a whole bunch of things up here. You're asking for it.
I'm sorry, I think that was Bifflo. Julioda.
And Christmas.
And Christmas. The day after Christmas. Yeah. Is everybody doing all right? Yeah. You enjoy your food? Yeah. Are there any military vets in here? Anybody? You're a vet? You're a vet? Any Vietnam vets? Yeah, Vietnam vet? Yeah. I spent 3 years in Vietnam, off and on. Yeah. And I watched the famine that went on in Ethiopia, Katrina, Hurricane Katrina, all that. I felt I had witnessed and experienced the ultimate in suffering and pain. But that was stopped just last week. Yeah, I watched Donald Trump try to take his foot out of his mouth. That was painful. Da, da, da. I don't get too political in my humor, but we have an election coming up. Yeah, we have an election coming up. And I'm gonna tell you something. We had an election a year ago. I was a little disappointed. We had an election for governor of Florida. But there was a very important issue on the ticket, and some of you may have remembered medical marijuana. Anybody remember that? Anybody vote for the medical marijuana? Yeah, it didn't pass. So I was a little disappointed. But I didn't think it would pass in the first place because Florida is traditionally a Republican state. And Republicans don't smoke marijuana. They smoke crack. So next year we're going to introduce crack on the ticket. Maybe it'll pass. I don't think so. I also have a for the bad drivers out there, I have a traffic comedy traffic school. Anybody ever gone to comedy traffic school before? You went? Was it funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of funny, huh? Yeah. We got all kind of bad drivers. All kind of bad drivers in the state of Florida. Yeah. These guys are donating their time. Dick and Bev, they'll be up later, and we have Peter, my very good friend, who also will be up later to entertain you. But I need some money. Yeah, because I need some money to buy a new car. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm driving a piece of junk. Now, is anyone else here driving a piece of junk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the parking lot. Okay, what are you driving, honey? Yeah, that's a piece of junk. I saw it. As a matter of fact, my car is raggedy. As a matter of fact, my car is so raggedy I'm driving on I-95 in Daytona Beach. The Volusia County Sheriff pulled me over. He gave me some money. He said, look, man, get that piece of junk off the road and get rid of that monkey, too. My wife was in the car. You know what? You know what? I'm pretty much fed up to here with people trying to shove their standards of beauty down others' folks. Yeah. I mean, they think beauty is Beyonce, Halle Berry, Britney Spears, Paris Hilton. That's all cosmetic. Beauty is the lady with the raggedy car. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And he had a lady partner with him too. And she just looked at my wife and sneered. So I said, look, lady, beauty is vanity. Beauty is only skin deep. And you're so vain, you probably think this song is about you. She said, yeah, you may be right, but ugly is to the bone. Yeah, yeah. And with that, she reached in her little K9 dog treat bag, pulled out a milk bone biscuit, handed it to my wife. Oh, I was ticked, I was steamed. Look, I respect women, and especially women in law enforcement, but I was going to jump out of my car and jack her up. But my wife started barking. Saved me a trip to jail.
It did.
For those of you who don't know me, today, as a matter of fact, yes, today. No, I'm sorry, it was Thursday, right there. Thursday, I have been sober. I've been sober for 37 years. 37 years, and I'm tell you something. Before I became sober, I was an alcoholic. I was beyond being an alcoholic, and it was very encouraging and remindful. When Julio got up and talked about, you know, being in the military, and I also joined the military at 17, and I was taken over by older guys, and they made me drink. I became an alcoholic. I'm telling you, super alcoholic. And I was on my way to ruin, and I was on my way to damnation until the day that I met Jesus. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to give out any false perceptions here. It was actually the day that I met Jesus. See, in Spanish, Jesus means Jesus. You know that, did you? Yeah. Jesus and Jesus is the same, which I find kind of interesting because Latin women and Spanish women don't have a problem naming their sons Jesus. But a black woman would never name her son Jesus. Trust me, that would never happen. You would never see Leroy Jesus Johnson anywhere. Yeah. And this guy, his name was Jesus Garcia Miguel del Calderon. And I was sitting at a bar. He's over there now. You're not supposed to make me laugh, okay? And I was sitting at the bar, and the bartender had just opened up a brand new bottle of tequila. And he put it in front of me, and I was getting ready to turn it up when Jesus looked at me in the eye and said, "Hombre, you gonna drink this? This stuff will kill you. Give it to me." So I cautiously and carefully shoved the bottle over to him. He took the bottle, turned it up, and drank it all the way down. He looked at me, he winked, burped, took one step, and dropped dead. I immediately sobered up. I raised my right hand in the air and stepped over and said, "Thank you, Jesus." Yeah. I guess now you want some real entertainment, right? We have some real entertainment for you tonight. And trust me, we had a soldier from the Iraqi war that was going to be here, but he's missing. But he may show up because he had to work. But we have performers from Vietnam era, from the Korean War, and from World War II. And my favorite performer, he's my favorite performer because he's also one of my favorite people. Without any further ado, I'd like for you to put your hands together and give a warm and resoundful applause to Dick the Whistler.